Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong has lauded CNA for staying relevant and maintaining public trust, urging the Singapore news outlet to keep telling stories that unite the society, bridge divides and educate on different points of view. Mr. Wong was speaking at a gala dinner to mark CNA's 25th anniversary. Yasmin Jonkers reports from Capella, Singapore.
A party to celebrate 25 years of top-class journalism that earned CNA over 500 international awards, spending a quarter of a century growing its reach to 94 million homes and hotel rooms in Asia-Pacific and the Middle East. All this while maintaining its status as the most trusted news brand in Singapore and value-adding to advertisers. Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says CNA's work is tough, but a deeply fulfilling one that is vital to the society.
In particular, at a time when people everywhere are increasingly identifying themselves in narrow ethnic terms, living in echo chambers and forming their own tribes, it is even more important for CNA to tell stories that bridges divides, that educates us of different perspectives, and ultimately that keeps our society together, strong and united.
Now, some families have come up with
He urges the news organization to resist pressures to create clickbait, sensationalist content amid a highly contested and fragmented media landscape. He calls for CNA to hone its craft to tell its stories well and continue to create content that captivates and informs audiences without compromising its commitment to truth and objectivity.
To fulfill your mission, you will need to continually evolve, build new capabilities, and invest in your people. The government will continue to support you as you pioneer transformations in the industry and deliver your distinctive brand of trusted, compelling, and relevant programming.
The Prime Minister is now...
To do that, CNA announced plans to grow its existing base, meet new needs, and reach new audiences. That includes making inroads in the US, Canada and the UK markets. The news outlet will strengthen the depth of coverage on China and introduce a new one-hour bulletin called East Asia Tonight. Technology will play a big part in CNA's growth. It introduced a feature on the CNA app called Fast that offers AI-generated summaries of stories to better serve time-pressed readers. It also worked with A-Star to build an AI translation tool for its new website in Bahasa Indonesia.
We aim to be present at every touch point in a person's lives, engaging them through a combination of our own platform as well as third-party platform. And this multi-platform approach is anchored on the understanding of how people today consume news content, and that is across platforms, across devices, across languages, across genres.
That understanding of the market is why the audience and partners continue to trust CNA.
CNA is a very special vehicle in a landscape of information overload and fake news. CNA is a trusted voice. It really brings the world home to Singaporeans and the people around the world. And for us, CNA is special because it creates that understanding of current affairs and also social issues.
I always appreciate the work CNA has done in producing both its straight news reporting as well as its documentaries on a whole range of national security, regional security, global security issues. Because what I value about CNA is that it brings a truly Asian regional take and focus on global issues and regional and other issues as well.
Many of these topics are being brought up by CNA. It's shaping the hotel industry. It's shaping our industry. I just wish CNA will continue to grow. It's been my source of news. When I travel, it's on TV channels, especially in Asia and Middle East, in Australia. I I get the WhatsApp push notification.
I think increasingly the business community is looking for a trusted source where they can get different perspectives on issues. Many times, many of the sources we get are somewhat influenced from a Western point of view. So I think we always encourage the business community where they have time to look at CNA coverage on some of these issues. I certainly hope that CNA can invest more resources in the region with boots on the ground. But more importantly, how could we then profile some of Singapore businesses' interests overseas?
And as the night went on, the 300 guests wined, dined, and took in musical performances as CNA marks this special milestone and readies itself for another 25 years.